Y'all, it looks like your president, Donald J. Trump, is coming for Diddy, and this time, he's making sure there's no escape. After a jaw-dropping new twist in Diddy's already explosive legal nightmare, Trump is allegedly urging the court to throw the book at him and hand down the maximum sentence possible, the kind of sentence that could lock Diddy away for life. Now, sources close to the situation claim Trump's move isn't just about punishing Diddy. It's about sending a loud public message after what just went down behind closed doors between Trump and Diddy. And y'all, it looks like things are already in motion, because what Judge had just told Diddy and his lawyers will leave you shook. Now Diddy's lawyers are in full panic mode over this scandal, and their next move is going to be insane. Let's get into this mess. Well, Donald J. Trump just took a public sledgehammer to Diddy's already crumbling legal battle, and the way he did it has everybody talking. After nearly 2 whole years of explosive lawsuits, disturbing allegations, and nonstop headlines, Trump is now allegedly making it crystal clear that he is not here to save Diddy. Y'all can forget about those whispers in the streets about a presidential pardon, because Trump shut that down in the most brutal way possible. In fact, not only did he dismiss the idea entirely, he went out of his way to let everybody know that whatever friendship they once had is long gone. And the reason behind the shift? Well, let's just say it's not as simple as a political stance. What Trump revealed next is where things get messy, because it flips the narrative of their history on its head and might just explain why he's now pushing for the maximum sentence Diddy could possibly face. And when you hear what he said, you'll understand why this could be the final nail in Diddy's coffin. But what really pushed Trump over the edge was finding out that Diddy didn't have his back during last year's election, not only refusing to support him, but allegedly talking down on him behind the scenes. According to insiders, Trump took that as a personal betrayal, especially given their friendly history. And that's when any remaining loyalty between them completely snapped.
Would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great, and seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you, sir.
And it's hard, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know, it's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs?
To be fair, Diddy never exactly hid the fact that he wasn't a fan of Trump. Back in 2017, he flat out said in an interview, "I think that, to be honest, we don't really give a F*** about Trump because black people are in the same effed up position. So, that's not what we own. The tomfoolery that's going on in DC, that's just regular, everyday business to black folks. That's not surprising." And he didn't stop there. In 2020,
number one priority is to get Trump out of office. The tribe of people that have the responsibility and really should be scared to death of this man.
With Charlemagne the God, Diddy doubled down and made it very clear where he stood, saying that the number one priority should be getting Trump out of office. Interview y'all? Well, that definitely aged like milk, because not only is Trump refusing to give Diddy a presidential pardon, but word on the street is that he's gone a step further, allegedly ordering the presiding judge in the case, Judge Aaron, to hit Diddy with the maximum sentence possible for charges he's already been found guilty of. Well, for context, those charges are no joke. He was convicted on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, a federal law that makes it illegal to transport anyone across state lines for unlawful sexual activity. Each count carries up to 10 years behind bars, which means Diddy is now staring down the possibility of spending the next 20 years in prison. And here's the twist. Before Trump got involved, legal experts were predicting a much lighter outcome. Because Diddy is a first-time offender and has already been locked up for a significant amount of time, many believed he'd walk away with probation or time served, avoiding any more years behind bars. But with Trump allegedly pushing for the harshest punishment possible, that prediction might have just gone up in flames. And now that the president is reportedly pushing for the maximum sentence, let's just say Diddy is in serious trouble. It seems his legal team knows it too, because according to reports, they've been working overtime to secure a presidential pardon for him. The problem is, the public isn't exactly on their side. In fact, a petition urging Trump not to forgive Diddy had already racked up more than 11,000 signatures. And here's where things get even worse for Diddy. It appears Judge Aaron is taking Trump's comments to heart because he's been noticeably stricter in his handling.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well.